Hey guys, it's Jenny with Art for Good. So I'm here today with a new tutorial to do a little texture with this Liquitex modeling paste. We're going to mix this with some black paint and create a really beautiful floral or abstract textured piece today on a black background. You can see I just painted this background black. You could use a Mars black, really whatever you have essentially. And it's still drying. As you can see, I'm impatient, which is totally fine. All of this will cure and dry together really nicely. So what I've done is just mix the black paint with the modeling paste. And I've gone in with my little tool here, and I'm just doing a swiping motion in the same direction. So I'll put links to this exact product as well as this tool that I'm using down in the description below. And I did place a little flower here just as a focal point, as a placeholder essentially. I'm not going to leave this flower here. It's a placeholder for some other things we're going to do later that I'll show you, adding some gold leaf and just kind of elevating this piece. I'm loving the dramatic black on black. I think if I was to do this again, I would probably use a paint that had a matte finish on the background because this modeling paste is going to dry matte. And I just think that with any black backgrounds or paint, it's just so easy to see any minor flaw. If you weren't exactly straight in your painting line, you can just easily see brush strokes, things like that. So I will give you that tip if you're just starting out with this type of art piece. Go ahead and use a matte base, or mix your acrylic paint with a medium that is matte. That works as well. So I mapped this out in my mind mentally before I even started, and this is one piece of the art process that I don't usually talk about very often. But I will sometimes sketch out ideas, and a lot of times if I'm doing something where the paint will cover the canvas, I'll sketch it out with a pencil ahead of time because I want to make sure that the composition's gonna work before I get all the way down and using all my materials and paints on something that I don't end up liking. So I have one little swirl here on the left that's coming down and kind of swooping around that focal point, and then I'm going to go the opposite direction with this other swirl all the way down to the bottom right corner. So for this piece, I did end up using the entire jar of modeling paste. So it definitely, you use more than you think you would for something like this. But I love the texture of this piece. It's so flowy. It looks like maybe even petals from a flower blowing in the wind, something like that. It's just very whimsical, but yet, you know, doing it in this only black format just makes it so much more luxurious feeling. Okay, so now I'm going in, now that I have the base kind of flow, I'm gonna go in and add some kind of random placements of smaller ones around, and not necessarily right lined up next to this original section, but I just think it adds, again, this illusion of wind or some force that is sort of blowing these pieces around on the composition. So I think it makes it a little more fun and interesting, I guess, to look at when you do it this way. All right, so we are all set. We're gonna let this dry and kind of cure for about 48 hours, and then we're gonna move on to the next step, which is also equally as exciting in my mind. All right, so that is all dry. It looks kind of gray here, which I actually like, but we're gonna start with adding some gold to this piece. I'm going in with my favorite gold leaf adhesive. I'm going to put the exact product in the description below. Please do not try other products. I've tried a lot of things and it's been a nightmare. So this has been my favorite. I'm going in with a paintbrush to just draw a little bird here who's kind of caught in between these two waves or wind, however you want to look at it. This is going to draw the eye to the middle here. And then I'm going to brush some of the tops of these other pieces with the adhesive and then add some gold leaf there as well. The thing with working with this adhesive is you don't want to use too much, and less is more essentially, because you just need enough to pull the gold leaf off of the sheet, but not so much that you're going to drag extra glue all around your piece in places you don't want. So I usually use a sponge for putting on the adhesive, which probably would have worked better in this case as well, because I did have some misplacement of the gold foil, but that's okay. I do these things so I can tell you what not to do when you do your piece. All right, so I'm going to keep going and add some more around the whole piece, and then I will show you what it looks like at the end. And this is the final piece. I'm showing you a final picture here from the side just so you can get a full appreciation of the texture from the sunlight. I love how this turned out. It's very minimal, but yet it's elegant. And I love this little seabird. I don't usually add elements of realism to my pieces that often, but I love that this could be interpreted as a seabird in between two waves, or it could be the wind currents. I just think it adds a really interesting element to it. Tell me what you think about this piece down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I always love to receive your questions as well. So if you had any questions about this, let me know also. Otherwise, that's all the time I have for today, but stay tuned. I have a lot of other tutorials coming up for you. See you next time.